Hey all, we're back again.
Hey.
Hope everyone is doing well. We started a new series last month where at least once a month we would try to get on and do a Facebook Live video and just chat about some of the things that we feel may benefit not only our family and friends, but anyone out there who watches us go live. So today, our topic that we're talking about is living a healthier you in 2017. And so we're going to touch on not only some of the things that we can do just to feel healthier and feel better throughout 2017, but we're going to touch on some of the products that my wife and I both use in our everyday lives. Me, I'm going to touch on some of more of the fitness, and then my wife is going to talk about some of the sleep line of products as well and how they're very beneficial. Um, but I guess let's start with our story. So for those that don't know, we've been with Young Living for almost a year now. We're executive leaders within Young Living. So part of our passion now is sharing health and wellness with those that we care about and those that we meet, and educating individuals on just how to live a healthier lifestyle. I'll allow my wife to tell her story because she got started with Young Living before I did. So just tell them a little bit about how you got started with Young Living.
So for me, I was introduced by my sister to Young Living, but I've been using essential oils for years. But it wasn't until I did quite a bit of research on oils and different things that I came across Young Living. And really, because it's a full wellness company and wellness line, I've been really enjoying all of the products and stuff.
Yeah. And so then I came along a little bit later. I've never used essential oils growing up, but it wasn't until we got a chance to go to the annual convention
Hey.
down in Salt Lake City. Hi guys, Danielle, Chandra's on?
Yeah.
Okay, hi Chandra. That I got to take some classes, got a little information about not only how as a man I could use oils, but just why they were beneficial for the body in general. And I know that one of my goals last year was to get a little bit more healthier, get a little bit more active. So not only did I start going to the gym, but I accompanied using oils and supplements along with it as well. And now I'm in a place where I feel better than I've probably ever felt since I was a kid. So we'll talk a little bit about that this evening. Like I said, our topic that we're talking about is tips for living a healthier you in 2017. So let's start with some general things, I guess. A lot of people at the start of the year like to set goals, and is the reason why when I go to the gym, normally this time of the year, it's packed, and then in February, it's like tumbleweeds rolling through there. But everyone at the beginning of the year says, I'm going to get in shape, I'm going to go to the gym 5 days a week, I'm going to be cut by the summer, I'm going to have my beach body. And then for some reason or whatever, life kind of gets in the way, and then, that falls off. February, March, it kind of tapers off by then. So some of the things that we're going to talk about, the very first thing that I wrote down is setting goals that are not only realistic but are measurable. So when I set my goal that I wanted to become more active, more fit, I had to first of all get a gym membership because I don't have a setup here at the house where I can.
Hey, Brenda.
Hey, Brenda's on. I don't have a setup here at the house where I can just work out, and usually I'm not very productive. If I try to work out at the house, I get distracted very, very easily. So I could literally be in the middle of something and then, end up browsing Facebook for 20, 30 minutes. That time that I could have spent working out. So when I say set goals, one of the first goals that I set was to join a gym. I go to Planet Fitness because it's close, and they have some of the equipment that I need. But I also set a goal just to try to work out 3 to 4 times a week. So at the time when I started, I was working midnights, and I found it very challenging to try to go to the gym during the day because I wanted to sleep. I would work 12 hours at a time, so most people who knew me at that time knew me for notoriously sleeping. It's just one of the side effects of working midnights. But one of the things I did that made it possible for me to do that was I would take my lunch break to go to the gym, and people would tell me I was crazy and I was nuts because it would be cold outside like it is today, 5 degrees outside, and I would still go to the gym because that was one of my goals that I set, and I wrote it down and wrote down exactly how many times I wanted to go, what time of the day I was going to go, so that I could accomplish it. And when I say measurable, that's why you write it down, because you look back and say, well, how did I do? If I wrote down I want to go to the gym 3 days a week, how did I do last week? Did I only go once? Did I go twice? And then you can kind of make those adjustments. Mm-hmm. So setting goals is very important, whether it's fitness goals. Some of the other suggestions that I wrote down was eating better. Mm-hmm. I know that's one of the things I had to improve on because I like to eat out a lot. And my wife will even tell you that I legitimately will want to eat out all the time. She's like, we're not eating out all the time. You need to eat some home cooked food. So to make that work for me, I had to learn how to cook. I had to cook some of the things that I wanted to eat, but cook it a little bit healthier, so that I was not always eating junk food or lots of sugars in my diet. Because those are the things that not only don't give you energy, but they slow down your metabolism. Mm-hmm. So that was one of the goals I set. More sleep. Even though I said I was known for notoriously sleeping, it was just a byproduct of working midnights. Having a healthy sleep routine is important too. I feel like in this day and age, most people don't get enough sleep. So that's very important, and your body will tell you whether you've had enough sleep or not. You know, if you constantly feel like you can't function in the morning, you might need to go to bed a little bit earlier, turn the TV off, turn the phone off, and get a little bit more sleep. And those are things. Oh, drink water. We mentioned that in our last class, but drinking water is important. I was terrible about this. I actually would think that drinking juice was the equivalent of putting water into my body, but it really wasn't because it's mostly sugar. I was addicted to orange juice, and don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with orange juice, but I was just addicted. I would drink it all throughout the day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, snack time, right before bed. But I found by just making an adjustment and replacing some of those cups of juice with water, that's able to flush out your system, flush out your body, keep it hydrated, that I felt like I had more energy. So those are some general tips. Did you have anything before I moved on?
Yeah, I was just going to say too, as far as goals, it's so important that you write them down. Write them down, put them where you can see them, and keep going back to them and seeing how you're doing when it comes to them. And when we talked about measurable goals, so if it's like, oh, I want to run a marathon or something like that, well, what little goals do you need to do to get to that point? Or if it's, oh, I want to lose this amount of weight or whatnot, what goals can you do starting today to get to that point? So you want to make sure whatever goals that you're setting, they're somewhere where you can see them, they're visible, and you can actually measure out day by day how you can get there.
Yeah. That's the most important step. Set those goals, write them down. So I talked about me being more into the fitness side. So very briefly, I'm going to talk about some of the oils and supplements and how I use them when it comes to either physical activity, working out, anything like that. If your goal may not necessarily be to get more buff. You might just want to increase your activity. Either way, these are some great products and supplements and oils to use to do that. So the first one on my list is Ningxia Nitros. I love these because years ago I was a heavy coffee drinker and I gave up coffee on midnights for some reason. But I found by replacing with Ningxia Nitros, which have 35 milligrams of naturally occurring caffeine, as opposed to a cup of coffee that has like 50 to 55 milligrams, depending, plus the added sugar from the cream that you put in. But I found that it gave me the additional energy that I needed. I didn't feel nearly as jittery as I did with coffee. And so usually right before I would go work out, I would take one to give me a little bit more energy to push through my workout, along with some of the other things that that I use, but it's a great pick-me-up. Even if you feel like you need a nap throughout the day, instead grab a nitro, um, because the nitro is going to give you the energy and to accomplish things that you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Next, anybody that's ever seen any of the videos that we've done before or anything that I've done, I always talk about Powergize because it was specifically developed with men in mind, but not only men, but athletes as well. The oils and some of the ingredients in there, like long jackroot, goldenrod is in there, and a few other oils. I can't think of all of them off the top of my head. But they were developed to help to support a healthy testosterone system within men. And so if you've ever looked at what testosterone does for the body, testosterone is actually one of the key things. Nitros are my 4 o'clock. Yes, I agree. Danielle, yes, I agree. I'm sorry, I'm such a blue personality, I get derailed very easily. So we were talking about Powergize and increasing testosterone in the body. Helping to support healthy testosterone levels, which increase energy within the body. So having healthy testosterone levels is very important for men. It's recommended to take Powergize 30 minutes before working out so that it kicks in as you begin your workout. So I absolutely love Powergize. Each bottle is a 30-day supply. And for the price that it comes, it's great compared to products that you might find at like a GNC, which are much more pricier. I love it.
Can I just say too, Powergize can also be used for women. Women need
it can.
testosterone too.
Yes, it can. You're absolutely right. But in my head, it's still developed for me. But I love it. I do love Powergize. Peppermint and RC. So peppermint, what I'll do is I'll typically put a few drops on the back of my neck and on my chest, because if anyone that has ever used oils before, usually they buy a peppermint because it's the most widely known one, like a peppermint or a lavender or something like that. But you know how strong the scent is, and so the aroma and the scent just opens up all of my nasal pathways. It opens up my airways within my lungs. I put a little bit on my back to keep me cool while I'm working out, because if I'm on the treadmill or the elliptical or running or doing any kind of cardio, it's going to help with my breathing, to keep a steady pace in my breathing. And that's actually very important for anyone who's training to run a marathon or just training in general for any type of cardio. Breath control. Also, if you're lifting weights, breath control is very important. So usually I will use something like peppermint, and then I'll complement it with RC to support my healthy breathing. You want as much air as much air to be able to get into your system, to get into your muscles, to get into your blood, because it's going to make it a lot easier for you to continue your workout without getting tuckered out or tired out. What's next? Sulfurzyme. So Sulfurzyme was one of the free products that we got last month in our order? Or the month before. But I hadn't tried it till then, and I actually love it since I've been using it. Sulfurzyme was designed for muscle and ligament support. So for me, you're supposed to take it within 30 minutes post-workout activity. But you can also take it 30 minutes before, and I found that it helped with my flexibility a little bit more. Like, I didn't feel as stiff when I would go to perform certain motions. So my range of motion was a little bit greater, which helped me to get a little bit more out of my workouts. So love Sulfurzyme. It has actually helped to give me a little bit more energy as well.
Yeah, Sulfurzyme too, it has MSM and the wolfberries in it. So if you're not familiar with MSM and what it does for the body, make sure you Google that, because MSM and what it can do to support your systems is amazing. It has some great results.
Yeah. Next one is lemon. So lemon is also known, one of the more widely known essential oils. Nitro does what? I'll answer that right at the end of the video, Brenda. But lemon is very good. I like to put some in my water. That's what I'm drinking in my water now. It actually helps for me. I feel like it gives me a little bit more boost in energy but also because it's a citric type oil, it helps to support a healthy metabolism. So I don't want to say that it burns fat, but it does help to support your metabolism. The which everyone knows, the better that your metabolic state is, um, that means that fats and sugars aren't sitting in your body, junk is not sitting in your body, and when all those toxins are eliminated from the body and your body is able to function the way that it should, the result is more energy. People always look at me and they're like I don't think that you go to the gym, you don't work out because you're so tiny. My metabolism is very fast, and it's probably because I've always had acidic fruits and citrus type fruits that keep my metabolism high. Orange juice, but lemon oil is great for that as well. So I put a few drops in my water and I'll drink that during my workout. Lastly, for me, I have is deep relief. So deep relief is one of the things that I will apply after I finish my workout, if I'm feeling a little stiff or sore, because it's great for muscular discomfort and support. And the nice thing about deep relief is
Hey, Christina.
Hey, she's here. The nice thing about deep relief is it comes in a little roller ball, so it's not even hard to apply. It has it has wintergreen in it, which can be kind of strong, and so it's something that you may not want to put on your hands, because if you're anything like me, you go to touch your face and then next thing you know your eyes are burning. So I like the fact that it comes in the roller ball. I just roll it on any of my muscles that are sore for those discomforts, and it works great. It works great. Anything that I touch on to add? If not, I'm going to let you talk on yours.
Okay, well, the next thing I wanted to talk about is Sleek. So if you're not familiar with the Sleek line, it is an amazing line that really helps with like weight management, healthy metabolism. They have a vast variety of different products, from shakes to the oil to tea to gum, just a lot of little things that you can use, especially this time of year, to help support those systems. And they are actually about to start the Sleek 60 challenge. So that's going to be an awesome challenge where pretty much if you participate, you're going to get some free stuff, which is kind of nice. But you can gauge your progress from the beginning of the challenge all the way to the end. And those that, of course, have the greatest results, they're going to award bigger prizes. But everybody's a winner. If you participate, you're going to win some free things. So the nice thing about the Sleek line is it's going to be good for those that want to manage weight, but it also is going to be good for those that maybe you're okay with the way your body system is working, but you just want to help and have healthy muscle mass. So maybe you're working out and you just want to help to support those systems. The Sleek line is going to be really good for that as well. And then, as mentioned, metabolism. That's so important too. So that Sleek line is going to help to support all of that. So whatever your personal goals are, that 60 day challenge is going to be amazing for that. Where do we go to sign up for the participation? We can put the link in the comments at the end of the video. Yep. But that is going to be starting, and I believe they're breaking it up different age groups, as well as they'll be breaking it up in different months. So the first 30 days and then the second 30 days. And so you can win things in both portions of that 60-day challenge, or you can do the whole 60 days. So the other thing I wanted to talk about as well is, if you have not heard about it, we will be doing a Live Your Passion rally on the 21st. That's going to be a Saturday. And this is going to be a live stream across the United States, as well as Canada will be participating in this rally. So there will be a lot of other new promotions and things released during that period of time. So that's going to come up too, and they will be focusing a lot on like the sleep challenge and things that are going on with that as well. There was nitros. You had
questions? Okay. So Brenda asked, oh, she said nitro does what? So nitros is for that pick me up. Like I said earlier, replace a nap with a nitro because it is 35 milligrams of naturally occurring caffeine, which is the same amount that's found like in a dark chocolate. So it will give you that little boost of energy, but for me, coffee makes me feel too jittery, so it won't give you the jitter. But it's also infused with some of the other natural essential oils and vitamins. So nitros are great.
Mm-hmm. And it has green tea extract. So again, that caffeine is from the chocolate and the green tea. So it's all a natural occurring caffeine that's in it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot to talk about its good. Okay, I forgot to talk about its counterpart. Forgive us. My wife told me I should get a brand new bottle so that we look professional, but I feel like this is proof that we actually drink it. But I didn't talk about Ningxia juice, which is the counterpart to Ningxia nitros. But Ningxia juice is great for just overall support of the body. You want to very briefly talk about, because I'm not the medical knowledgeable person. My wife is.
Well, for the Ninja juice, it is high in antioxidants. So this is going to be like a full body spectrum. So this is something you're going to take on a daily basis, and it's going to give you a fortified, sustained energy. So for me personally, I wouldn't say that this is going to be like that jolt of energy, whereas the nitros is kind of like that jolt. This is going to be something that you're going to use every day to help sustain your natural energy levels. And it's because it has all of those juices in it, like it has the wolfberries, the blueberries, plum, cherry, pomegranates, grape, orange, yuzu, tangerine, lemon, and essential oils infused in it. Anytime the essential oils are infused in supplements, it's going to make it more bioavailable to your body. So you're actually going to be able to use and process all of these fruits and these antioxidants that are in the Ninja Red juice. So we use this every day. The kids drink this every day. It supports the immune system, circulatory system. So it's just going to be full body. Anything that you can think of, every system is going to be affected by this.
This is why I allow her to talk about the more, I guess, scientific side of it, because I'm just not that great at it. But I know it works. I use it and it works. So, like she mentioned, we use it for our kids and we love it. That good sustained energy throughout the day. I take mine at the beginning of the day. I'm up about 4:45 every day for work. And by the time I get home from work, I'm not exhausted. Whereas I feel like at one point, when I didn't have it, I would feel exhausted and tired all the time. So I noticed a huge difference since I've been using it. Mm-hmm. So, any more questions? Let's see. Brenda says, what category can you find the nitros? You should be able to do a search online if she does like a quick order, right?
Well, if you go under products, go under you'll type in Ninja Nitro. So Ninja Nitro, and it should just pop up.
Yeah, it's spelled Ningxia, nitros, and you should be able to find it. But that's pretty much all we have for you guys tonight. We tried to keep it short and sweet. If there's any more questions, we'll answer some questions. If not, we're going to allow everyone to get as much sleep as they can, including myself, because I have to be up at 4:45. So
I'll find it good.
Found it. Okay. So any more questions? No? Okay. All right. Well, we're going to wrap up. Thanks for those who tuned in live, and we'll catch you guys on our next broadcast.
All right. Bye, everybody.
See you soon.
Good night.
Good night.